So how you make an AI product where you're using like a core model and then you're doing like a wrapper product around it, how you make that defensible, I think is a really interesting problem right now. And I think there are probably 4 to 5 different ways or value adds, if you will, that you can add in order to make that defensible. The first one isn't really surprising. I think it's quite common. It would be some level of unique data or proprietary training that you've done that your company has or your industry has that no one else does. So this could be things like healthcare or insurance or technology companies. They have all of this data that they have private, so that they can make models that can combine with, say, a core model in order to come up with some highly vertical solution for a very specific use case. The second is that I think that sometimes that people think that you have to replace everything with AI, whereas actually some interesting use cases I've seen is taking existing products and just making certain workflows within that a lot faster or easier by applying AI in that specific sequence. So it could be a sign-up flow, or it could be a month-end closing process in accounting. It could be anything really. But the core product stays the same, and then AI is just added in parts to make the overall experience and the overall feeling of the product just way easier to use, or way faster, or cheaper, or way more effective. The third, I think, is probably one of the most important, and that's deep domain expertise. So if you have I suppose it's very much like SaaS, right? So if you have very, very deep domain expertise in a certain given area in a very narrow domain, that's going to be highly defensible versus someone who's just trying to build a tool to enter that market. I don't think that's going to be a guarantee, but I think that that's obviously going to, if you have very specific industry knowledge, something like mining or sort of certain areas of healthcare, that's going to be something that's going to be more defensible than, say, a generic app. The final one is a product that gets better with usage, as in it remembers what you do. There's a knowledge base or a database that it can call on through continual usage, so it gets better over time and more personalized to you. This obviously means that the product gets better as the user uses it more. So this could be things like a platform that enables you to manage agents better to do, content strategy, or it could help you do accounting. And it just gives you the ability to manage it, and it remembers you over time, so you can give feedback and it just gets more personalized and better. This also creates switching costs, which are obviously, if you're more embedded within a system, having to switch that out and go to a different product, that's going to be more of a pain over the longer term.